Hello guys, I welcome you all for today's video, and today's video is about the software requirement specification. I am Lakshmi Vaibhavi NB, currently pursuing BE in CSC AI at SAC. So what is this software requirement specification? It is nothing but a SRS document in short. It provides the initial step of any project till it completes. The full detailed information will be provided in the software, nothing but a SRS document. So without dealing much, this is the table of content. At first, we'll be looking at what is the purpose of SRS, next development goals, then what are the types of SRS, next what is the key components and key factors involved in the SRS, next, characteristics of the SRS document. Then, what are the advantages of the SRS document? So, what is this SRS specification? In simple terms, I could say SRS is nothing but the blueprint of any project. It gives the detailed or the detailed information about any project. Means once if any project planned to begin, it gives the information. It's like it starts from the data requirements, like what are the data we required, then and the which model we are going to implement in that project. Then we'll look into the how the product or the prototype is being developed. The third thing will be testing. The even the testing phase will be developed in how the testing phase being evaluated of that project. The information about the testing will be provided in the SRS. Then at a you know the last step, the implementation. Then not only it ends there, it also takes the feedback from the customers. Means what are the the drawbacks of the drawbacks of the project from the customers? What are the points or the what are the stages to be implemented, to be evaluated, and to be optimized. So these are the detailed information will be given in a file format. So this file or this repository, we call it as an SRS document, means software requirement specification. In technical, SRS is a comprehensive document that provides a detailed description of the functionality and performance of the software that is about to be developed. Next, what is the purpose of the SRS document? As I said, it gives the complete information of any project. It mainly focuses on the complex software projects. It's very requirement, even though it is whether it is the complex or the simpler project. It gives the systematic way the how the project should be developed step by step. It also focuses on which software we are going to develop. Then it provides all the requirements for that specific software development. It also, as I said, it also takes back the feedback and note down in that SRS document so that the future development, any evaluation to be done, we can go through this feedback. Next, the format of the SRS document. So this table of content or what I am showing here, this we had prepared it for our project, for our mini project. So at first, it should give the introduction, then overview, then system analysis, existing, the non-functional and functional requirements. Then what are the requirement specification? Nothing but the tools which are using for the full stack development means. Then what are the system requirements? In system requirements, we'll be having the hardware and the software requirements. Then data flow diagram, nothing but your URL diagram, then how it is being implemented in the system. The main phase of any project is this modular description, means how you the user interface module, then data or nothing but DBM is like where you're going to from the which source you're going to collect the data. Then this user interface module is nothing but how the page opens when a customer you know try to interact with your project. Then this building of CNN model is nothing but which algorithm or the um, uh, like on which base, which algorithm you're going to use it in your model. Then third thing is training and testing. So training and testing, it's last, you know, the phase of any project development, but it is the most, the time consuming and most important phase of the training phase of any project development, because without testing a model you cannot release your product into the commercial purpose, right? So this testing is very important. And testing, we can see many types of testing we have. We have what white box, black box testing. So the testing is the important piece. Next, the sample, the like how your project will be giving the output, means how it be there. Next is system maintenance, like what and all the customers, the customer services, or how it should be maintained, means in the terms of how the updation or any software updation to be done to your project will be mentioned in the system maintenance. Then, what are the the tools and technologies you have used in the system maintenance? So the conclusion, like this is the format of any SR. It should be there. Next, we'll be looking into development goals. First, we'll be taking the functional and non-functional requirements. This non-functional could be like how fast your processor will be running. Next, the storage capacity. Then these are some examples of the functional requirements. Sorry, non-functional requirements. And the non-functional requirements, like the customer services, then the internet supply to your system, the power supply. This to your project is needed, right? So this is the functional requirement. Then requirement analysis. Like if you want to develop any project, like if you take a chatbot, the requirement analysis means like what types of tools you're going to use in your back end or front end development. Next, where you're going to access the databases, like where you're going to take those access tokens to connect with the APIs. So this is the requirement analysis. Next, ensuring the comprehensive feature coverage. Nothing but like what is the main purpose of your project, like which you're developing, what the customer is expecting from that project, what the customer is actually needed. So this gives the comprehensive feature coverage. Next, minimize the change impact. Nothing but like if the customer has told the project description, but if you find anything to be changed, or like once you are given your output or the project, if the customer says that you need to do some changes, so this changes also will be noted down in the SRS documents. Next, facilitate effective software design, like how effective a software design so that it minimizes the cost, the time consumption, and how does reach the expectation of the customers. So this is the goal of an SRS document development. Next types of SRS document, we have interface SRS. This describes the data handled, operation performed, the functionality requirement, and more. This functional SRS nothing but it compromises. Sorry, it contains most detailed features of the software platforms or the operating systems you are using. Then the network speed. So this thing will be there in the functional SRS. The non-functional SRS means the performance constant. As I said, how fast your processor is responding to your project, the storage capacity, then regular requirements, then software and hardware environment, like whether you are using in your mobiles or the laptops. So these are the non-functional, the points in the SRS document. Next, what are the characteristics of the SRS? The correctness, nothing but every requirement given in SRS is a requirement of the software. Next, unambiguous means there will be no confusion between the requirements, like whether we need this software tool or whether we need to choose among them. So this will be a, as I said, this will be a perfect guide, means no ambiguity, no confusion in the selection process of the softwares. Next is completeness. It gives, the pin to pin updation of your project progress. Nothing but it includes all the functionals, performance, designs, and internal interface, external interface requirements, then definition of the response of the software to all inputs. Next, consistency, internal consistency. Next is rank importance, whether this, like it also provides information, like if you are choosing one software, it's whether it is essential or if it is not, like alternative which can be used. So this gives the essential and desirable, um, you know, the guidelines to your project. Next is what are the benefits of the great SRS? One is, according to the IEEE 830 standard, defines the benefits of a good SRS. Nothing but it established a basis for the agreement between the customers and the suppliers on what software product is to do. Nothing but it's a, the bond, the agreement between the customers and the suppliers, whether it has means it gives a clear idea for the suppliers what is the customer expecting, what the customer needs from your project. Next is, second thing, it reduces the development effort because it doesn't overload the work on one person, because it split up the projects in a step by step so that every person is involved and everyone's contribution makes the project successful in a better way. Second thing is it provides the basis for estimating the cost and schedules. Means divides, it helps in dividing and managing the time within a given deadlines, and it also estimates the cost before itself. Once you before beginning the project, it estimates the minimal cost so that you can plan according to that. Third thing is it provides the baseline for the validation and verification. Third, and the next thing is it provides a basis for the enhancements, because once you know the every step of your project, you will get to know if your project has been failed. When you know the each and every details of your project, you'll get to know where it has went wrong, like where you can optimize your project or where you can enhance the project. So these things is beneficial in the SRS from the SRS document. So this is the brief explanation of the SRS document, and thank you guys.